All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of GAR Capital. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join me this morning and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. If you like these videos, subscribe to our channel, comment any of your questions. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys always for the support. September 11th, 2023. 22 years ago, 9/11 happened. I was a sophomore in high school. My God, how does time fly? Never forget the terrorist attacks. It's probably like the last time I remember that the United States was unified. Was actually united, excuse me, for a common cause, right? People were just nicer after it happened. People were more together, looking out for each other. It's a shame that we have to have any kind of tragedy for people to come together. But yeah, I mean, so long ago, terrible, terrible. I remember that day like it was yesterday. But moving on to the positives, the stock market is about 30 minutes from opening. Good morning, everyone. It is Victory Monday. Dallas Cowboys win 40-0. Awesome, awesome. And there goes S&P 500 futures. If you're looking at the futures this morning, you're probably thinking to yourself, whoa, Carlos, look at this gap up, 44.65 to 45.36. Let me go and explain that rather quickly. You go to trade. And again, we are now in a new active contract. That'll be December expiry, December. So if you are following with us on the blog, if you're following with us on YouTube, make sure that you're keeping an eye that the active contract will be for the December expiry, since the September expiry will be on Friday. That is OPEX day. Yep, OPEX day. Let's go around the horn. Dow futures up 96 points. NASDAQ up 132. Thank you, Tesla, on the price upgrade. We're going to go over headlines here in a second. S&P 4536 up 0.57%. Don't mind that gap. That's a contract rollover in terms of TOS, Thinkorswim platform. If we're just going by last week's where we were, 4487 up about 25 points. So again, the only thing that changes is the price. Still nice, but again, I would want it to get above 4,500 on the S&P. We were long. We were looking to go long last week, but we got chopped and we played conservative, so we'll get a chance to trade this maybe this week. Russell is up about 0.68%. 10-year Treasury yields are up 4.29%. The dollar is down. That's the key. 104.63. 14.12 on the VIX, up 2%, even though we are green across the board. Gold futures up 0.44%. 19.51 an ounce. Gasoline futures $2.67, up 0.70%. 87.19 for crude oil. We're watching to see if we can get that retest of 85. Silver up nearly 1%. Copper is up nearly 2%, $3.78. A little bit of a risk on we're feeling, unless it's crypto. Bitcoin is down nearly 1%, 25,770. 15.90 for Ethereum. That's up down 2.69%. Back to Forex land, 107.25 on the euro dollar. I am still short, even though we're up 26 pips. Dollar yen is down 132 pips, 146.48 and 125.27 for the pound dollar. That's up 68 pips. Good morning, everyone. Let's go over some headlines from the Discord blog. If you don't have access, make sure you get access on our website, www.gar.capital, and we would love to have you. Okay, so again, we were talking about the price difference here. I explain it. I talked about the three stocks I'm watching this week: Microsoft, Shop, and XLE. Got some headlines coming in. Let's see, Tesla pre-market. An analyst from Morgan Stanley upgraded Tesla from equal weight to overweight. Again, that's considered a buy. With a price target of 400. Prior price target is 250. That's enough for a big, big boost. Metaverse. The parent company of Facebook and Instagram is working on a new artificial intelligence AI system intended to be as powerful as the most advanced model offered by OpenAI. Microsoft-backed startup that created ChatGPT, according to the Wall Street Journal. Tesla, the stock can surge thanks to its Dojo supercomputer, says Morgan Stanley analyst after upgrading the rating from overweight to equal weight. You know what really sucks is when you have Tesla on your watch list and we gap up anyway. So that was at 9:24 again on the 9th. That was a couple of days ago. We were watching Tesla anyways. I've been talking about it. I just did not fill. So again, we played it pretty conservative on a short week. Let's see if Tesla gives us something to work with, even though it is up this morning. Let's see. Tesla's also a top pick at Morgan Stanley with a price target of $400 per share. That's a New Street high. Analysts at Evercore ISI maintain that Apple had outperformed with a price target of 210. Prior to this rating, Apple had 30 buy ratings, 13 hold ratings, and 2 sell ratings. And Microsoft gets a 90-day positive catalyst watch at Citi. Remember, Citi's also bullish on Apple. Tomorrow, we will have the iPhone unveiling. I have traded Apple now for nearly 8 years or so. And the only reason it wasn't 9 years since I started Gar Capital was the fact that the beginning, first year, I was really just trading Forex. But Apple has been a stock that I've probably traded one of the most, if not the most, times. And the one thing I've noticed more times than not, it's usually a sell the iPhone, or the sell the stock event when it comes to the iPhone, meaning that we usually get some kind of pullback. And I guess the only explanation why the market does that is, I don't know what the expectation is from phones anymore. What more can a phone do? What can Apple really offer that's going to be groundbreaking? I guess a VR phone or something like that. That's not going to happen. So I don't see Apple really soaring on an iPhone news. It is a super cycle. I will be upgrading personally. I have the iPhone 12 series, the Pro Max, the big one. The only thing that I have been reading is that it's going to be a new USB-C cable port, so no more Lightning. That's nice if you're an iPad or a MacBook owner, since we've been having the Lightning cable for a while now. Is that enough to really boost the stock? Probably not. So again, I think on the hourly chart here, you see that we have a small gap around 182, let's call it 53. The gap will probably fill. You could see this gap here as well. That needs to fill as well. So 180, 121, we're near that. I would expect us to fill that gap today, and then I would want to get out of it. Not in terms of the stock, but in terms of call options if you got it. Watching it very closely, 182.94 resistance is right there. I'm not saying to just jump into puts right away, but don't be surprised we get a pullback. It just happens that way. And I think it's just the expectation of the phone. Like, what more can they offer? It's not I don't know if we're going to get a foldable phone, but Samsung already has that. So, super cycle, sure, but I mean, think about it. What more can Apple offer? I don't know. So I can't. I guess I would say I would be a seller or shorting the event. So I would expect Apple to pull back. Now watch Apple soar tomorrow. We'll see. So good morning. Good morning. Let's take a look at Netflix. This is from Clifton this morning. Thanks for being on the YouTube this morning. Let's go to the daily. Netflix we played last week. Still looking for that break of 453.53. If we do, we have a gap fill at 470. That would be my next target. That's what we've been targeting. So I have my Netflix alert there. We'll see what we get. I still have JPM open. Obviously, they are up nearly $1 this morning. See that gap up here. So nothing has really changed in terms of JPM. I'm still going to hold that short. What else do we have? We have Amazon. Amazon is up slightly, marginally this morning. My target is 139.48, and then I'll go and take profits there. More than likely just get to 140. Looking pretty good. Other than that, S&P is up, NASDAQ is up. It's really just Tesla. So what we're looking for on Tesla, I'm looking for the break of 266.50. If that does break, we got a gap to fill at 289. Now, we don't have to go for that. So again, 266.50, I'll target 280. And we'll see if we can get a little bit of run. But we are now above the 50-day moving average. We're right at this trend line. How big is that trend line? Look at that. Perfect. But we broke out of it and then rejected. So this is going to be a key level, 264. I wouldn't be surprised it pulls back a bit, maybe fills that hourly gap. Wouldn't be today, same day. You have a gap here at 249. But my question being, if we break above that, do we go for it? Remember, call prices are elevated on a gap up. So let's not rush into anything. Let's take our time this week. We got a full week. There's no need to rush, guys. We have a nice winning streak going on options. We don't want to ruin that for anything. So let's go ahead and see S&P 500 futures. And again, we're just going to do a different contract rollover. So we're going to be looking at the current contract, which is for December. That's the one we're looking for, 45.50. If that breaks, then we got 46.24 coming up. We'll keep an eye on S&P. NQ, NASDAQ looking much better, excuse me. Bounce off that trend line, which again we talked about since what, May. Held, broke down a little bit, but again still in an upward trend. Nothing has really changed other than the fact that Tesla got a nice price upgrade by a very bullish Morgan Stanley. So let's see what we get moving forward. It is a new week, finally full week, the second week of September. Just kind of keep it going step by step. So I already got 2 trades open. There's no need to add any more. We'll see what we get moving forward. But those gap ups are nice when you're holding positions. But to chase is a little difficult. So we need to find something with momentum as we go along. Let's take a look at the dollar. The dollar, really the key level is 105. When we talked about that possible R on the dollar. And again, looks like we're rejecting right now. Really, until we get below here, 103.88, which is the 20-day moving average, you're still in an uptrend on the dollar. So again, this could be just a overbought pullback. We talked about that last week, that's what we were expecting, an over bought pullback, but finally we're getting it. I thought we would get it last week. So again, but the yields are up as well, 4.284. So that's not going to help. We also have a 10-year bond auction tomorrow. We have the iPhone unveiling tomorrow. We have Oracle reporting after the bell. We have CPI on Wednesday, and I believe PPI on Thursday with retail sales. Oh boy, it's going to be a fun one. Let's see if we get some actual, volume here. So far, everyone's in a buying mood. Morgan Stanley came back from vacation. Buy side said, hey, sell side just said, hey, Tesla's the way to go. Let's see what we get, guys. Nice call. Have a great rest of your morning. We will catch you guys tomorrow for the next morning note. Again, a quick one today. I figured that everyone's kind of getting accustomed back to a new week, finally a full week since Labor Day was last week. Let's see if we can get out of that summer snooze. Really, really hit it hard in September. Have a great one, guys. We'll see you guys on the Discord. Cheers.